sticking on with UAE-based news, you have Gulf News that reported that a new cost airline, that is, a cheap budget airline, is going to start. And I found this rather, surprising, disturbing, because first, let's see how many budget airlines are there in the Middle East. You have Air Arabia, which is the dominant one, Fly Dubai, which is run by Emirates Airlines. Then you have also Etihad Arabia, which is run by Abu Dhabi. Then you have Jazeera Airways, that gives very affordable prices. Sama, Nas Air, Bahrain Air, Air Asia, Onur Air, Etihad. Yeah, I said that. Okay, RAK Airways. I don't know if RAK Airways is still operational. Air Arabia Jordan, and you have Felix Airways, which is part of Yemen. I don't know if they are operating. Okay, so you have close to, let's say, 12 brands that are already operating. Now you have the new brand from Abu Dhabi, and guess what they've decided to name it? They have named it Viz Airlines. Now, why do I find this funny? Because it sounds like jizz. And if you do not know what is jizz, just Google search jizz. So, I don't know who is doing the branding or who is doing the creative thinking, but so this company's name is Viz, sounds like jizz. Anyway, I hope they're doing, as it is, the name sounds pretty stupid, okay? But they're creating it anyway. It's, it's a brainchild of Abu Dhabi Development Holding Company and Viz Air Holding. So, okay. They are going to focus on parts of India, Middle East, Europe, Africa. Okay. My thought process is there are enough and more airlines. Don't overdo it. Fly Dubai is operating under a loss. Etihad is operating under a loss. Emirates profits are dwindling. It's going down. Air Arabia is okay, fine. They are still smart because they operate on low cost and it's a budget airlines. You still want to create another one. You already created Abu Dhabi, Air Arabia and Etihad Airways. And now you're planning to create another one. I just look at this as another RAK Airways, which will be there and then eventually it'll shut down, because operating on airlines, you just don't have to go very further. Just look at what happened to Kingfisher Airlines. And I just see this as a great new venture. It'll start. If you want to join this airline, get a job, join, because in my gut feeling, 2 years, 3 years, it's going to shut down. This is my prediction. You can give me your thoughts. Well, look at the next news. Air Arabia, Middle East airlines to lose millions. The forecast is $1 billion worth of losses in 2020. Why? Because every passenger that leaves from the Middle East gives a loss of $4.48, okay, every person, because they are not able to fill the aircraft. When an aircraft is full, that's where the airline makes a profit. But if, they're not making any money, you fly on a loss. So they are making $4.48 loss per passenger that departs from the Middle East. So, when you have all this news that losses are happening, what do? In fact, I have this person, I've censored his name. He is from the UAE, very well connected, has a lot of key contacts in many important places. This is the information he gave me. He wrote to me, on the messenger. He said, "Good evening. I have some important information regarding Abu Dhabi International Airport. This project started in 2015, 2016. It's completed as per design. Now, Etihad are not willing to take over this terminal. All gates inside the terminal are empty. All baggage handling counters are not in operation, resulting in malfunction of electronic systems due to internal memory and circuit power losses for certain periods. They do not have the resources or manpower to handle. The reason behind Etihad Airways has stopped ordering wide-body aircrafts as per plan. It's due to the losses in aircraft's operation and handling charges. Some airports handling companies came to several meetings, but the contract terms and operation cost will be in loss. To operate a terminal by private parties, they need to have a 24/7 arrival departure flights, luggage handling and cleaning cycle after arrival in order for departure. Don't mind English. Without any aircraft arrival in the new terminal, Abu Dhabi Airport Services will only pay when all the gates are in operation. If you need, you can make a video on this. So what he says is Abu Dhabi Airport new terminal expansion for Etihad Airways has failed and there are no new terminal gates. So like I told you, the information that I get is not just from newspapers, is from people who are actually based there, who are working there, who have the contacts and connections and who are involved in the project. So this is what he says. Now, this is not to bad mouth the country, but rather it's to give you the realistic picture. Etihad is bleeding. It's hemorrhaging in billions, okay? And this is the problem. If you involve in any of these projects, you get the money only when they decide that you should be paid. Just imagine, you took all the resources, you invested into this project, and you don't get paid in the end. What can you do? In slightly positive news, Abu Dhabi Airport is expanding, and they handed over the retail space to Lulu. It's kind of funny because now they are not handing these spaces to global brands, like international brands, like, whichever, Givenchy or Gucci or whatever. But they're giving it to local brands. That also Lulu. Why they're giving it to Lulu? Why? Because he has the money. He's a billionaire. Why he would take part? Because it's a matter of respect. He's the first guy to get this gold lifetime citizenship, not citizenship, residency. So obviously, he would want to keep the rulers happy. Rulers would want a little bit of his money. So it's a win-win situation for him. Anyway.